So today we are going to talk about price increases, more price increases at Princess. We've got news about the Ruby Princess, the Coral Princess, what's going on with Jamaica, Holland America's 2024 cruises are out, and a couple of other updates and things that we need to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Wednesday. It's December 21st of 2022. I don't know about you, but I can't believe that we've only got 4 days until Christmas time. And our countdown is on here because our son and his family that live out of town are arriving tomorrow. So we're trying to tie up all of our loose ends here. I thought it would be really fun if anyone wants to share in the comments any fun things that your family likes to do at Christmas time. I know that's not a cruise thing, but I thought it would be really fun to share that in our community if you would like, as well as if anyone is giving any cruises or trips for Christmas presents. The other evening, Gordon and I were talking about Christmas presents, and he was asking me what I wanted, and I was asking him what he wanted, and neither one of us could think of anything that we needed or wanted particularly, and so we decided that we are going to stick with giving the gift of travel and put that money towards more cruises. So I think it would be really fun to hear from all of you what your plans are. So first of all, let's start off with the price increases that Princess has been talking about. So we know that Princess announced that they're increasing the price of their Wi-Fi to $15 an hour. Their gratuities are going up by $1.50 per, like it used to be $14.50, now it's $16 for your interior and balcony, and then it goes up from there. But I wanted to let you all know that yesterday, I think it was early yesterday morning, maybe, or the night before, one of our Let's Go family members said, hey, I am hearing of more price increases from Princess, including prices going up on specialty dining. So yesterday I put it out there to all of you to see if any of you had heard about that. One of our Let's Go family members put in the comments that for her upcoming cruise, her reservation for the Crown Grill is not going to be costing $29, but it is now $39. So indeed, that is $10 up. One of our Let's Go family members came across an article on Cruise Hive, and Cruise Hive, they have lots of different articles. It's one of the cruise news places, and they have a whole article talking about price increases on Princess. And you know what, when I try to look at the Princess website, I don't see some of this news released, but I have confidence in it because of the things that I have seen that I know about are correct. So first of all, they talk about how beverage prices are going to be increasing, and that doesn't surprise me at all. With it used to be that with the Princess Plus package that they covered your beverages that were up to $12 each. That is going up to being $15 each. Now with the Premier package, it used to cover beverages that were up to $18 each. Now it's going to cover beverages that are up to $20 each. What that tells me is that they are going to increase the prices of their beverages. So for a ballpark, probably something that used to be closer to $12 is now going to be closer to $15. So they've announced that is one thing that Cruise Hive says. Another thing, and I have seen that price increase change on the Princess website, listed in their what is included in their Plus package and what is included in their Premier package. Another thing though that they talk about, now remember Princess did announce that with 2 weeks ago that with their Plus package it was going to go from $50 to $60 a day, and the Premier package was going to go from $75 to $80 a day. Now we are hearing in this article that those packages are going to go up. Instead of being $60 a day, it's going to be $64.99 for the Plus package, and instead of being the $80 a day, it's going to be $84.95 for the Premier package. So let me know if any of you receive any information on that. I looked at the Princess website just right before I did this video, and there are no news releases, there's no press releases, those changes are not appearing on their website yet. So I am not sure that that's going to happen, but that is what everyone is abuzz about. And then finally, it sounds like across the board, it is going to be a $10 price increase for all of their specialty dining. It sounds like Sabatini's, Bistro Sur de la Mer, all of those sound like that they are going to all be going up $10. It also sounds like if you haven't booked it yet, that's just going to be what you're going to pay, because like I said, our Let's Go family member said that on her upcoming cruise it's already showing $39 per person for that Crown Grill. Now, do I think that's out of line? No, I don't. From the standpoint of when we go out for dinner, when, you know, here, or if we go out to dinner somewhere else, to get a dinner that is equivalent to Sabatini's or Crown Grill, I feel like we're going to pay in that price range anyway. And so I am really hopeful that with these price increases, Princess will keep the quality there, hopefully bring back some quality that maybe slipped a little bit, like with the Crown Grill that we are familiar with. If you want to see things about the Crown Grill, you should look at Code 4 for Life's channel. Subscribe while you're there. But they have lots of videos up about what they do on Princess ships. It's really, they do a great job. But they cover food that they got at the Crown Grill. And so I think that's really important. And I do know that before COVID, Crown Grill was better. But that's neither here nor there. Prices are going up, and I really do hope that this enables them to not only help pay off some of that debt they've got, but even more importantly probably is that they can keep the quality so that people will want to dine in the specialty restaurants, right? If the quality isn't there, people aren't going to want to do it. They'll have all these specialty restaurants and not be able to make any money on them. So I think, let me know if any of you hear anything about that. The next thing I want to talk to you about is what's going on in Jamaica. Now, clear back in October, the U.S. issued a travel advisory for people from the United States going to Jamaica. They do have a lot of crime, a lot of trouble with gangs. They just have a lot of trouble with crime there. And they list out like all these areas in Jamaica, and I'm having us put the links below so that you can see the travel advisory from the U.S. government and the travel advisory from the Canadian government as well. But they list out all of these different regions and what level of travel warning they have, and like I think level 4 is like do not travel there. So when we were just barely in Jamaica in November, when we were on, we were on Explorer of the Seas with a Royal Caribbean, you might remember that we went on that excursion that I was disappointed in. And so I wanted just to let you know that when you come into the port there in Jamaica, you are very much in a cruise port area. You see some of the stores that we are used to seeing in all of the cruise ports, and then you walk through this long, kind of like an open air mall is what I would call it, but this long area, and then you get down to where the transportation is. Down at the opposite end is where they're going to pick you up for your excursions. It's where they're going to, like where you can catch a taxi if you want to go somewhere. Would I go on a taxi in Jamaica? I wouldn't. It doesn't mean you can't. I wouldn't do that even without the travel advisory, just simply because I know people that have been to Jamaica, and that's what they advise me, and I'm not that daring when it comes to traveling around by myself in a taxi anyway. But so when we went there, I felt safe. We got in like a minivan type thing, and away we went over to the little resort beach area, and then we took the same transportation back. We passed a lot of different scenery as we went along. We saw like an open air flea market kind of thing. We saw people walking by the side of the road, and just saw several different kinds of businesses. It wasn't a really long ways to the area that we went to, but it was okay. I felt safe when we were on our excursion. But I wanted to let you know about this because I feel like it's really important to know what's going on in the places that you're visiting. I honestly think that if the area and what the cruise line had planned for you was really very unsafe, I don't think that they would take us. But at the same time, we have to accept responsibility for our own safety. And so just pay attention to what's going on if you go there. Think twice if you're going to go off somewhere on your own, but be really cautious no matter what. So I wanted to bring that to everyone's attention about Jamaica. Another fun thing that happened this weekend is the Ruby Princess on December 18th, just this last Sunday, began her sailings from Galveston. Now she is going to be running, I think it's, 16 sailings from Galveston. They are going to range from 5 to 11-day sailings, with 2 16-day sailings that will be from Galveston through the Panama Canal and around to San Francisco and back. And so that is going to take her through April. At the end of April, they're going to do a run. Let me see, I have the actual date here for you if you're interested in that. April 14th, the Ruby Princess of 2023. The Ruby Princess is going to leave Galveston and do a Panama Canal crossing and end up in San Francisco. From there, she'll be going up to Alaska for the summertime. When she is done in Alaska, she is going to be spending next winter over in Fort Lauderdale. Now, I know that they have a lot of moving pieces when they plan deployments and where they are going to put cruise ships, but I wanted to let you know that I don't know if it's because they have had weak bookings, not as many bookings as they would hope for this time that she is going to be in Galveston, or there are constraints with space at the port, or, I am not really sure why she won't be going back there again, but she won't be going back. So if you live in the Galveston area or Houston or anywhere and you want to be able to sail on a princess ship going out of Galveston, this is a really good time to do it. Alrighty. And there are a variety. She goes to the Western Caribbean, she goes to the Eastern Caribbean, she's got those Panama Canal cruisings, so this is a really good time to look at that if you want to do that kind of thing out of Galveston. Also, yesterday we talked about the Coral Princess a little bit and saying how some people had said, that they had hit something, it had a loud crash sound. One of our Let's Go family members suggested it could have been a rogue wave. I have not seen any more reports on that, so I don't know. Nobody has sent me an email about it, and I understand y'all on a cruise. It's okay. But I wanted to talk to you about that a little bit because we came across a news article talking about how the Coral Princess is going to miss her calls in being able to go into Mitford Sound, which is in Fjordland, and also in Dunedin. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I probably am, but missing that call as well, because indeed they are going to have divers clean the mollusks or snails off of the hull of the ship. And it says that they had to do that because, quote unquote, they discovered them in the ship's discharge pipes. So I don't know, honestly, how this works. I don't know. This is just reasonable me. I would think someone would be in charge of checking that. We're going to New Zealand. Clearly, New Zealand is very particular, as several Let's Go family members have commented, and I have learned as I have researched this, they are very particular about what comes into their waters, and I understand that completely. They don't want any invasive species coming at all, anything that could cause any trouble. And so I don't know if someone at Princess fell down on the job, or if they can invade like overnight and suddenly be in some of the pipes and way more on the hull than they expected. But that's, I guess, really neither here nor there. They are going to have to take time on that for this cruise to take care of it. And so they are still going to hit the rest of their ports except for those. And I feel really bad, honestly, for people who have to miss going to Mitford Sound and they're in Fjordland. I have watched so many videos about that. The scenery there is extraordinary, and that would be one of my main reasons for wanting to go on a cruise to New Zealand. So I understand how you would be disappointed about that, but luckily you get to go to the rest of the ports. You get the $100 onboard credit I mentioned yesterday, plus you get a 15% discount on a future cruise. To me, 15% is really not that much when you consider that you have to fly a long distance or anything to be able to go on those cruises if you don't live in that region of the world. So thought I would just bring you up to date on that. If anybody has any more information on that, I would just love to hear from you on it. Now, I had mentioned that Holland America has announced that their Europe 2024 cruises are released. Now, I need to spend some time and go through them and talk to you about them. But the exciting thing, I thought, is they are offering like this huge range. It seems like really, truly, all of the cruise lines are upping their game in the ports that they are trying to take us to, in the itineraries they're trying to present. I see that, honestly, with Princess. I see it with Celebrity. like with Princess and Celebrity, if I were doing British Isles, I would go on Princess. No offense, Celebrity, but Princess has an excellent itinerary to the British Isles for 2023 and for 2024, and for 2020, I want to say 2025 as well. And so you really great options there. At the same time, Celebrity has some very unique itineraries that nobody else is doing, and now Holland America has joined them in that. I am really excited about it because, as I keep telling you, it just really broadens our horizons. It really increases what we are doing here. So with everything that I have experienced and what I really know about, I feel very confident helping people decide and know what to do with Holland America, Celebrity, and Princess. I'm really excited to try river cruising coming up, but for now, that's what I know. And I want to let you know that they have a special that they have announced with them releasing their 2024 Europe itineraries. It says they have it all early booking bonus. You get 60% off, they say, of their best amenities, which include their shore excursion credits. So you go on a cruise and you get that $100 shore excursion credit off whatever excursion you book. If you book lots of excursions, it's off just the most expensive one. You also get specialty dining. If it's a 7-day cruise, you get one. If you get longer, it'll go to 2. You get a low price guarantee, free prepaid crew gratuities, their crew appreciation, and let's see, they also get free upgrades for their elite beverage package. Holland America has the signature beverage package, and they have the elite, which includes more expensive drinks. You get upgraded to that, and premium Wi-Fi. Okay, and I could not find, I have read the fine print here, and it does not list a day that this expires. So if you're interested in this, we should get you booked sooner than later, because I don't know what day it ends. They have not announced that, at least not in what they've sent to me and what I've been able to find. But I'm really excited that we've got more choices out there. Now, we've got 2 more things to talk about really quickly. We've been talking about the thermal spa the last few days. If you want to know more, definitely go read the comments. One warning I've got for you, or one thing just to remember, is if you do use the thermal spa, one of our Let's Go family members pointed out, either wear like your beach shoes or your flip-flops like that don't slip. They were just on the Discovery Princess same time I was, and they were in there and they slipped on the floor and like bonked their head and really got banged up. And they mentioned that when they were on Princess, that the people there at Princess mentioned that someone else had fallen there in the thermal spa and fractured their ankle, compound fracture of her ankle. So I'm not being mean about this. I just want everybody to know, like, wear your flip-flops, wear shoes that will kind of grip the floor a little bit, and be so careful. I would not have thought of that, and so I appreciate you all saying that. Now, this next part, 2 things. This is really fun. So first of all, we have got our Let's Go family member, Tom Barton. Now, Tom Barton, you know what, you could say, I just say that he is a really big deal with Cruise Critic. He does an excellent job of putting together their meet and greets. When I was just on the Discovery Princess, I got to go to the meet and greet that he put together for that cruise. He does a really good job. He knows what he's doing. He is just Mr. Cruising, and he is one of the nicest people I have met in my whole life, and he is a really good dancer, and I say that from firsthand knowledge. And so he just was recently on the Royal Princess, and he was so kind. He put a video up on our YouTube, on our Facebook group. So if you haven't joined that, it's Let's Go Travel Tips. Come and join us on Facebook. But he put a video up showing him dancing and all these nice ladies dancing too, and it was just it made me happy. So I'm putting that video in, and it's just for everyone in the Tom Barton Fan Club. He loves to cruise, and I just love how he embodies enthusiasm for cruising and having a good time and being such a nice person. So I wanted to share that with you. So that is going to be following this next thing. So that'll just be right at the end of the video. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is we are only like 75 subscribers away from hitting 13,000. So So tell your friends, share our videos out, see if you can help us get to 13,000. We want to go way beyond 13,000, but I just wanted to invite you just in a fun thing that we'd love to have you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, we do need you here with us. I'm trying to build we have an amazing cruise community here. You have already exceeded my expectations, but we'd love to have you with us. If you appreciate these videos, would you please give this one a thumbs up? And so we'll stick in this video, and then my ending will be. So thank you very much, Tom, for being so fun. So I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.